What's up, everybody? I hope you are doing well on this beautiful February birthday month, as my darling Victoria calls it. She turned 7 in February. Very cool. So it's birthday month for Victoria. But this month is all about gains, as every month should be. And this video is about strength standards. I wanted to discuss with you strength standards and where do you rank? And we here at the Dolce Diet and Fitness have a very specific criteria we use to scale entry-level novice trainees all the way through to elite. And I want to break this down for you so you can understand exactly what this means and understand where you rank, because where you rank is how you should train. All too often, I'm going to hold on one second. Let's pause real quick. Apologies for that. The heat kicks on, and when the heat kicks on in this building, it gets a little loud. You might not be able to hear it because of these very fancy Shure microphones, but I can hear it, and it is annoying as hell. Now, even more annoying than the heat is me disrupting the conversation of strength standards. So where you rank is how you should train, and all too often, and I suffered from this as a young trainee, novice, beginner, intermediate. I suffered because I was always trying to train more advanced than I was ready to. And what happens? This is happening to most of you right now. Most of the people that we see, most who come in here, most who we work with one-on-one, but also a lot of our consulting clients are simply training far too advanced for their current ability. And most of the time they're using much more advanced techniques and training protocols than will be effective. And I'm going to clear this up for you guys. Please feel free to leave comments in the chat, because this is a live chat every weekday at approximately 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live, long form content right here on the Dolce Diet channel, but also we have the Mike Dolce Knows channel, which you should certainly be subscribed to. I don't have that up right now. The Mike Dolce Knows channel, check that out. Short clips, quick hits to bring value to your life. Here we go, long form, and I answer questions. And one of these questions did come up. I'm not sure. It might have been my man Brian Henley who asked the question. I apologize. We get hundreds of questions during these live chats. But strength standards is something that we do talk about quite frequently. Now, let me simply break this down. We have different criteria. And what are the classes of trainees who walk in? We have novice, beginner, intermediate, advanced, professional, and then elite. Well, most people say, wait a minute, Dolce, time out. I thought it was beginner, intermediate, advanced. Yeah. But novice has to be scaled to become a beginner. And let's start with the novice right here. And then I'll get to the elite, because the elite confuses a lot of people. Many pro athletes walk in here and think that they are elite, and they are not elite. They are far from it. They are actually closer to exit level intermediate in our system. And I'm going to explain this to you, where you at home, weekend warrior dads, hot moms, you can actually attain levels of elite inside your training if you scale the system, but you might have to start in novice. Now, what is novice? Novice is the rank level entry position. You have no training history. You have no background. You are living a sedentary, unhealthy lifestyle. You went to the doctor and the doctor's like, my goodness, how did you even walk into this office? You should be dead. Right? That is a rank level novice. Now, maybe it's not that extreme. Maybe you're just been busy with life and you haven't, you're not sick. I don't want to say not unhealthy, because that is a relative term, but you just have no training experience, no time. You walk in here and you say, I need to get in shape. I got to do something with my life. I said, well, what have you been doing the last 3 years? Really not a lot. Taking care of my family, taking care of the house, focused on my job. I haven't done anything, Coach Mike. Awesome. We put you through series of questions first at full intake form, but physically, that's what this point is. I don't want to get too sidetracked. I do that quite a bit, which is why we go long form on the Dolce Diet channel. And then short clips on the Mike Dolce Knows channel, because I just cut the 3 minutes or so of things that I say that have a little bit of genius to them, and I throw that up there. So again, Mike Dolce Knows channel. Now, entry-level novice is people who have zero activity. Some can't even walk a minute without stopping and looking for a place to sit down. So entry-level novice is regardless of where you are, and we would say zero athleticism. You cannot go down into a full squat by yourself, typically. You cannot touch your toes by yourself, typically. You cannot go down to one knee, one hand, second hand, lay flat on the floor, roll over onto your back without using your hands now, sit up straight, and stand up without using your hands. That's one of the tests that we use. If you cannot do that, well, you're a novice. And that is okay. That is awesome. That is awesome. Remember, when you walk into a martial arts studio and you put on that first white belt, a lot of white belts think it's, oh, no, I'm only a lowly white belt. No, a white belt is a belted position in martial arts. If you walk into any martial arts studio and you have your white belt on, you will receive such respect from the black belts, because now you are on the journey. And that's where the novice is. You have to enter the training realm in order to be considered a novice. So if you've never exercised before, you have found the right video, my friends. If you are struggling with your training and you don't know what to do, you have found the correct video, because I'm going to teach you exactly where you are, what you need to be focused on, and how you can now scale from novice, beginner, intermediate, advanced, professional, and then elite. So let me kind of start to wind this up for you guys now. Novice has zero experience. In order to exit novice, so we have entry level novice and then exit level novice, then entry beginner, exit beginner, exit beginner, so on and so forth. Entry level novice has zero anything. In order to leave exit level novice in the Dolce Diet and Fitness criteria, and there's different strength standards out there, which is fine. We utilize some, we share some, we steal some, but it's all love, and some we just don't even pay attention to. To exit novice, our novice category, you must be able to perform 30 minutes of sustained walking. Lists. Cardiovascular activity, low intensity cardiovascular activity. In order to exit the novice criteria, you must be able to perform 30 minutes of sustained cardiovascular activity at low intensities, while also, and I want to give an exercise component, we have about 23 different exercises we use as part of our benchmark training. We tried to keep it at 20, but there was 3 extras involving core that we had to include. But I'm going to keep it simple. In order to exit our novice criteria, you must be able to walk for 30 minutes, and you must be able to perform 10 bodyweight squats freehand, 2 parallel, which is considered full depth. If you cannot perform 10 bodyweight squats freehand, which means I'm using no TRX, no tables, no chairs, no implements, no spot, you must be able to go down to parallel and stand back up with good form and walk 30 minutes. And there's other, again, 23 different exercises that we utilize, but benchmark. Now we move into entry-level beginner. So you're not even a beginner until you get through our novice phase. Entry-level beginner must be able to walk for 30 minutes and perform 10 bodyweight squats. Now you've entered. To exit our beginner stage, you must be able to barbell back squat or similar body weight times 1, or a relative 3 rep or 5 rep max. Usually we do a 3 or 5 rep with beginners because they simply don't understand how to apply the correct intensity, and we don't want to risk injury. So we can actually get a relative 1RM based on a 3 rep or a 5 rep, really not much more than that. We do want them to handle heavy loads. So if you cannot, guys, gals, old, young, I don't care. If you cannot perform 1 technically proficient repetition with body weight loaded to a weighted implement, well, you cannot exit our beginner phase. A beginner, exit level beginner, must be able to bare minimum barbell back squat their own body weight, or we would say 1.15 deadlift perfect form body weight. Easy to do. And 1.15 is actually low. Deadlift is a bit of a skilled lift, and we don't allow for poor form. We say technical proficiency. Now, entry level novice, 0. Exit level novice, 30 minutes of cardiovascular activity, 10 freehand body weight squats. Exit level beginner must be able to, and I forgot this, part of the scaling process is perform 100 nonstop body weight squats. If you can't perform 100 body weight squats, you are weak and you are poorly trained. Flat out. You are weak and poorly trained. If you cannot perform 100 body weight squats, I challenge everybody watching this video and those who are critical of the statement I just made to perform 100 body weight squats, freehand. Can you do it? Most people can't do that. And also 1RM body weight barbell back squat. Now you can actually enter into our intermediate phase. And this is where it's fun. And most people are intermediates. And it takes typically 18 months or so to become an intermediate. And many people will become an intermediate within the first 2 years of their training journey, and they will stay there forever. They will never leave the intermediate phase. No matter how long, they'll train 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, they'll never leave because they don't understand how to train, how to program, and they try to train to advance. Now, let me clean this up. I'm getting a little long here. Entry-level intermediate is the ability to barbell back squat or similar their body weight. Exit level intermediate is the ability to barbell back squat double their body weight. If you can't barbell back squat double your body weight or similar, you're never going to exit the intermediate phase because that is a level of absolute strength that is necessary in order to now enter into the advanced phase. Now, let me give you an example. Exit level intermediate would be a high school varsity athlete, a state champion caliber athlete, the best athlete in your high school that won every award and played every sport and lettered. That athlete right there would be maybe an exit level intermediate as a grown-up, as an adult. Then you enter into advanced. Well, advanced is the Division I collegiate level. The Division I collegiate level, now that would be the advanced level, right? Just so you understand perspective. After the Division I collegiate level, well, then now you move into the professional level, where you think about the NBA, the MLB, the NFL, the UFC. That's professional. But that's still not elite. Elite is the world record holders, the Usain Bolts, the Tom Bradys, the George St. Pierres. That is elite. There is a big difference between George St. Pierre and Diego Sanchez, also a welterweight. Love Diego, friends with Diego. There's a big difference in athletic ability between an elite, and we say that's essentially the Olympic standard, right? Very few athletes, especially in the United States, make it to the Olympics without being able to dominate the professional sport. So where do you lie? Now, I'll get into because the advanced is much more context, and I can do a different video. I'm already almost 15 minutes into this one, speaking about just novice, beginner, and exit level intermediate. Where do you stand? Can you perfect form barbell back squat twice your body weight with technical proficiency? Can you perform 100 non-stop body weight squats? Can you run for 90 minutes, which would be an exit level intermediate testing phase? Not that we do that with all athletes. Skill sport does matter, but general fitness, you should be able to run for 90 minutes at a relatively brisk pace, relative to the individual, relative to age, relative to training history, because running is actually a trained skill. Some people, where they run on the treadmill and you hear like thump, 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 thump. That is a poor runner. So we're careful with that. We work on heart rate. We look at deflection points. There's a few tests that we run. But in general, you should be able to perform. To exit our intermediate stage, you should be able to perform 90 minutes of intense moderate intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity. I hope this is helpful. I wanted to keep this simple. So you right now, you do not need a biochemistry degree, an exercise physics degree in order to go to your local Planet Fitness and start crushing goals. Are you a novice, which is awesome? I love the novice. I love that white belt. Are you a beginner, which is awesome? Now you're scaling, you got a few reps under your belt. Are you an intermediate? Most people stall at the intermediate level. And I want to get you out of that intermediate level, and I want to get you into the advanced level. I'll do another video on what it is to be advanced, because advanced is like a college athlete. Awesome. Lots of holes in their game. And then you get to the pros. Cool. But not even close to being elite, right? So let me answer some questions before I get way too long on this. What's up, guys? Good to see you all. Hello, hello, hello. Boom, Paul P in the house. What's up, Paul P? Boom, baby. Jason James. Yo, yo, yo. Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Good to see you. Personal best. Yep. Isaac, all badged up, baby. Subscribe to the channel. Click that join button, all badged up. We got great guests coming on. All the badged subscribers to this channel will be able to ask questions and engage with our guests. Everyone can watch and be here, but only those with the badges will be able to ask questions, which is cool. Bench 275. Yeah, we can talk about pressing standards too. We actually focus on the overhead press, not on the prone bench press, unless you're a competitive power lifter, but that's a whole nother thing. Like we don't talk about like the snatch or the clean and jerk. These are highly specialized skills, not so much demonstrations of strength. Simon, hey man, I've had a few knocks from jiu-jitsu. Would you say the pros outweigh the cons? I'm new to it. Train slower, train smarter, drill pace. Now, I think it's Randori, right? That most jiu-jitsu schools will have you participate in live drilling, live goes. That is a part of it. But tell your training partners, I got a back issue. I got a neck issue. I got a wrist issue. Tap. If you're in an uncomfortable position, tap. Tap. Go again. Tap. Go again. Tap. Go again. Don't get into that position. I am a believer in controlled sparring with competent training partners. Relative to your goals, if you're like, dude, listen, like I'm just trying to get a few rolls in. I want to dedicate myself to martial arts. I'm not trying to compete against these 25-year-olds. I'm not trying to compete, right? I'm not trying to go against, Gordon Ryan, right? No way. I'm not trying to get heel hooked and blown away. No way. I got to shovel snow. I got to shovel out my driveway, man. Like no way. But I want to roll. I want to have fun. I want to get better. I want to, embrace martial arts. So it's a fine line, but it's combat sports. Paul, squat 385, bench 275, deadlift 520 at 210. Not the best, but still working. What I see right now, your deadlift is severely lacking, or your squat is severely lacking your deadlift. That's the one thing. We need to focus on your squat. We got to get that squat up. And why is your squat so low? It's a good squat. 385 is a great squat for 210. You're almost at double, but you need to be squatting 420. You need to be squatting 420, and then I would say 1.25 as the exit level beginner, and then like 2.25 or so for the squat. What does that turn out to be here? Let me look at my quick calculation. I'm not going to do it in my head. So you're 210 times 4. So your deadlift is great. That is awesome. You're closing in on a triple body weight deadlift. I love that. That does put you into the advanced category. Your squat is severely lacking. We need to get that up. And I want to know why you are. Is it low back failing? You have too much forward lean? Or are you just getting stuck in the hole? Maybe your core is too weak and you can't quite stabilize the weight. Lots of things. So, and if anybody wants to work with me one-on-one, we have an online coaching program at thedolcediet.com. Click the online coaching link at the top of the page. You can hire me for a month, one-on-one, 30 days, and I can help put all this together for you. We also have our 4 and 12-week personalized programs at that same site. What do you think about green tea extract pills? Not a fan. I just drink green tea. That's why I don't sell them, right? I could easily sell them. Why would I sell them? I just tell you to go drink green tea. I'm not going to be a green tea producer. I'm not going to make tea bags, right? Just go buy tea. I bought a box of green tea bags at Costco for like $10. Lasts me like a year. What am I going to sell you green tea pills for, I wish I could. And Isaac, boom, that badge is looking good, baby. All badged up. Get badged up to the Dolce Diet channel. There are benefits. All the badged up members will be able to speak live to our guests. We have a great list of guests coming up in the month of February soon. Get badged up. You have to subscribe to the channel, click that little join button, and you are locked and loaded. Thoughts on drinking warm, boiling water? That makes no sense. Boiling water? What's warm, boiling water? It's either boiling or it's warm. Like I say, like room temperature water. Rise, all badged up, Rise. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel and standing out. Thoughts on DDP yoga? I think it's great. I've never done it, but I'm friendly with Dallas, Diamond Dallas Page. Friendly. We've had many conversations. We support each other. A lot of the Dolce followers do DDP. So I'm down with DDP. You down with DDP? I should do it, right? It'll be fun. Maybe I'll do it here in the gym one day. I mean, I get Dallas to come down. That'd be cool. Thoughts on leverage ETFs like the S&P 500? I'm a fan. Now, leverage ETFs. Leverage ETFs. I just want to make sure. Leverage ETFs. So let's go here. A leverage exchange traded fund is a marketable security that uses financial derivatives and debt to amplify the returns of an underlying index. I'm not into this. While a traditional exchange traded fund typically tracks the securities in its underlying index on a 1-to-1 basis, a leverage ETF may aim for a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 ratio. I understand it, and I have some friends who actually do play with that. I don't play with that. I am a long holder. A hodler, if you will. I'm an investor, not a trader. Leverage ETFs become, there's more risk, of course, more risk, more reward. That's not really where I like to put my risk in. I am very conservative, and we will talk more about this. Actually, Simon, I think James over at Invest Answers, which is primarily a crypto channel, recently spoke on this, but I will put this question into Friday. Every Friday at 11 a.m., by the way, we have Finance Friday, where we go over finances, which is very important. Some of you don't know, but I have a very strong finance background. We'll talk about that, Simon. Thank you. Victor, thumbs up, Victor. Boom. Victor's all badged up, baby. Looking good. Amir, all badged up. The badge army is here. Is the Living Lean program only for those who are below a certain body fat percentage? No. If I'm not close to losing all the weight I need, should I restart 3 weeks straight after I'm done? Living Lean is for everyone who wants to get the healthiest version of themselves. Living Lean is what I used to go from 280 pounds all the way down below 180 pounds. That is the Living Lean program. The Living Lean program is the plan to get the average healthy adult male, or like borderline healthy adult male, down to low teen body fat. 12% body fat is the goal on the Living Lean program. 3 weeks to Shredded is a dramatic extreme weight loss program used by the world's greatest athletes, but delivered in a manner that everyone can use it to jumpstart weight loss, with the goal of losing 21 pounds in 21 days. Results may vary based upon the individual, but that is the goal, and that's what we've seen with 3 weeks to Shredded. Living Lean is a longer body recomposition program where we do focus on building muscle, increasing energy, normalizing your relationship with food, which matters, educating you on what you should be eating to feel your best, live your best, and look your best, while losing dramatic amounts of body fat. So, Amir, I would continue, if depending on how well, what we say is if you're like within 20 pounds of your ideal weight, 3 weeks to Shredded is the way to go. Just hop in. If you're like 30, 40 or more pounds overweight, jump in on the Living Lean program, because you also get 3 weeks to Shredded with Living Lean. So do 8 weeks of Living Lean and then do the last 4 weeks of Shredded. That's a great way. Or jumpstart with 3 weeks to Shredded. Get that first, dozen or more pounds off, and then continue on into the Living Lean plan. Dale, I love standards. I'm looking for, at least I want to be stronger, cardio than average people. I'm in. Amir, would I be able to do an online coaching with you for Ramadan? Absolutely, Amir. I have many Islamic practitioners, if that is the proper terminology, with great respect. I have many Muslims who I do work with year round who are absolutely amazing, and we go through Ramadan. We have a pretty solid protocol here now, whether it's elite athletes or very traditional religious advocates. or just regular folks who are religious and they practice and they observe Ramadan and they're just living their normal lives. So I'm here. Any sneak peek at the future guests? Not yet. Soon. So we'll probably announce them the day or two beforehand. When is the Sean Stevenson that you are in released? Probably a week or two, Sean said. So I just did the Sean Stevenson, the Model Health show yesterday. That'll be a fun one. Bad knees, alternative to squatting. Diagnose the issue of the knees. What does, quote, bad knees mean? Specifically, we want to go and fix that. So what is it? Did you get a diagnosis? I'm 16% body fat. Is this bad? Should I aim to be 8%? No, you should kind of shoot the difference, split the difference. You should be right around 12. We want you below 14% body fat to reduce the onset of all-cause mortality. Medical data clearly shows that body fat percentages for men below 15 have dramatic increases in overall health and lifespan. So we want you below 15 down to 14, but ideally we want you at 12% because that's where you look like Superman. That's where you are that hot dad walking on the beach with the abs and the bicep veins, with the baby Bjorn strapped to your back. Thoughts on vitamin D at 17. Simon, did you get blood work? I'm assuming that you did. I personally would look into supplementation. I would look to normalize the vitamin D3 intake, see what works, see what can get you boosted up. That's what I personally do. I do take a vitamin D3. I take approximately 10,000 IUs per day. Thoughts on going in the sauna and how long would you go? I already did a video on sauna use. Let me show you briefly. I'll just run through it real quick. Bang, boom, bam. Get this logged in. All right, here we go. Let me share this for you just so you can see it. Get it up here. I don't want to take too long. I want to keep the questions going. I love but bam, this is the Mike Dolce Knows channel, right? The Mike Dolce Knows channel. You guys should be subscribed to that channel. But in this channel, I just did a video on how to beat nighttime cravings, how I beat nighttime cravings 100% of the time on the Mike Dolce Knows channel. It's a 6-minute video. Sauna. But ideal right here, ideal sauna temperature. It's a 1-minute video, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Ideal sauna temperature, how to know if it is too hot or too cold. Watch this video and let me give you guys the link right now. If you have not yet, click that link in the chat. Just subscribe while I'm talking right now. Open up a new browser, bam, subscribe to that channel. Go back and watch the sauna video. Is Joe Rogan legit? How I lost 100 pounds. Is TRT right for you? All these great videos, how to beat nighttime cravings. Lots of great videos on the Mike Dolce Knows channel. Go and check that out. Elvin, what's up? Thoughts on drinking hot water then? Warm water. Why hot? Why does it got to be so hot, man? What's up with the hot? Why? Are you going to burn your esophagus? Come on now. Yeah, I feel like the lean forward has always been a little bit of an issue for me. The lean forward, right? So you're pitching forward. It's probably low back issue. You gotta arch yourself out. So when you when you unrack that bar, you get under the bar, you want to bend that bar over your back, really dig it down into your rear traps, and then take that deep breath, locking in the core. Once that core is locked, then you can actually step out, boom, and be in position. From there, what I teach to do is you want to screw your knees outwards, shifting your weight more towards the outer ledge of your feet, kind of the outer side of the feet, pushing those knees wide so you're opening up the hips. And on that, then you want to sink your ass towards the wall behind you. Right? From that position, I'm not keeping this, but there, once my ass starts to go back, I let my eyes burn a hole in the wall in front of me down to the floor, about 4 inches ahead of me. And then as I come up, all I'm doing is I'm slingshotting my ass. Boom. I'm just slingshotting my ass. I'm trying to, like I say, I'm trying to break a baseball bat across my hips as I snap up. I don't know. Hopefully you got that. My legs are tree trunks though, but for some reason it does not translate into my squat numbers. Well, I think that just helped. Bam! Daryl, the badge army's in full effect, baby. Subscribe to the channel, click that join button, get badged up so you can ask questions on our guests. We got a bunch of guests coming on this month. Only people with badges, subscribers with badges, will be able to interact with our live guests. Everybody can watch, though, of course. Amir, I've lost 11 pounds so far, halfway through week 2 of 3 weeks to shredded. Hell yeah, baby. I've done a disservice to myself in the program by not consistently doing cardio every day. Isn't that awesome? Amir's following our 3 weeks to shredded program right now. Halfway through week 2, down 11 pounds. So what does that mean? Halfway into a 3-week program, about 11 days in, he's 11 pounds down. What did we say earlier? 3 weeks to shredded is designed to lose 21 pounds in 21 days, 1 pound per day. And he's not even doing consistent cardio. Already down 11 pounds on our 3 weeks to shredded program. Go to the DolceDiet.com, ladies and gentlemen. If you are interested, if you want to start, simply go to the DolceDiet.com, make the change today, get started. All this amazingness is here for you. Every meal, every recipe, every workout, bam. The DolceDiet.com. Get started. Amir's down 11 pounds in 11 days. Billy K, boom, all badged up, baby. I find at 60 years, 68, I love this. I do better not worrying about other people's standards. Am I doing better than I was yesterday, last month? That took a lot of pressure off my mindset. F you, Dolce. Billy, I appreciate that, my brother. Thank you. And I agree. Strength standards help us understand where we are relative to ourselves, right? In the beginning, excuse me. Hey, if I can't go for a 30-minute walk, I got some issues. I got some life issues. If I can't sit down into a chair and stand up unassisted, I got some issues. I'm looking at a really hard life moving forward. And that's the way we think about it, which is why we're not just bro in the gym worried about the barbells. We want all of our clients. What about the floor test, right? Can you? This is the great one. People walk in. What do we want them to do? And we'll do it with them. Put your hands on your chest. Go down to your right knee. Then go down to your left knee. Then we let them put their right hand down, their left hand down, lay down on their backside, kind of shift onto their backside, lay flat on the ground, and then put their hands back on their chest again. Can they sit straight up? Can they roll, get back to right knee, get back to left knee, and stand up without using their hands? You might not be able to do that. Now, can you do that? Can you get down to the ground, all the way down, roll over, come back, sit up, stand up without using your hands at all? Many people can't do that. Think about how many senior citizens are stuck laying on their floor in their apartment for 1, 2, 3, 4 days or more until a welfare or welfare check comes in and finds them. Grandma's stuck on the floor. She can't stand back up. I've fallen and I can't get up. So when we train athletes, train clients, I don't care who you are, there are some base level athletic attributes that must be in check for life. For life. And then from there, we can start adding the performance parts. Billy, I'm with you, my man. Chris Lopez, when I go pro, I want to work with you exclusively and I'll pay up front. I demand the best. Chris, let's go, man. Pay me now, baby. Pay me now, my man. What's up? You want to go pro? Be a pro. Think like a pro. Live like a pro. Be a pro. I'm a pro. I can get you to the pro level fast, but what we try to do. I am busy. So that's a part of it. Thanks for clarifying that, Mike Elvin. Absolutely. Thanks for answering all my questions, Simon. You got it. I very much appreciate it. As a young person with crap advice around me, you give real, authentic support. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys. Every day at 11 a.m. I come on, I go live on this channel. Roundabouts, about 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I go live and I answer every single question that comes through to the best of my ability every single day to help. That's what I'm here for. 4-time world MMA Trainer of the Year, #1 best-selling author, one of the most sought-after coaches in all of professional sports, like a resume of the most famous, successful humans, athletes, performers on the planet. And I love to come on here for free every single day and help you. Mike, I want to sign up for one-on-one coaching. I have about 9% body fat to lose by May 1st to get me 12 by summer. Is that realistic? We'll see. How hard are you going to work? How hard are you going to work? Are you about it? I'm about it. Like, I'm about it, right? So are you ready to, if you're ready to go, you want to get there, you want to get that summer shredded body, you want to look awesome. 9% body fat is no joke, let me tell you. 9% body fat makes you look like a fucking specimen. 12% body fat is like what the Superman suit looks like. Picture Superman. Like, what, you watch The Witcher, Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill's probably walking around 11% body fat in The Witcher. Real talk. Somewhere between 10 and 12, right around 11 or so. 9% is no joke, baby. I love that. I have 20 minutes in the very early morning. How would you program? David, I would say do the 20-minute morning. Do our 20-minute morning. Our 20-minute morning. You can actually go to the dolcediet.com. Boom, right now. You can click on handbooks, workouts, recipes, Abitech. Let's see. I got great recipes here. Legs, glutes, shoulders, all this. Let me see. There's so many up here. Hundreds up here. Boom. 20-minute morning right there. Bam. You can do that. You can click on online coaching. You can hire me. Or actually, if you do sign up for any of our programs at thedolcediet.com, you actually are not granted, but the 20-minute morning is a part of the majority of the programs already built in for you. Again, that's all at thedolcediet.com. Do you know David Doggins? I do. Thoughts on marijuana? Good for inflammation, good for unwinding at the end of the day. Potential negatives? Well, potential negatives is sitting on your couch and doing absolutely nothing all day. Potential negatives is blowing gravity bongs in your bathtub, your kitchen sink with all your knucklehead buddies, and then ordering Domino's pizza, playing Halo for the rest of the night. I mean, I've done extensive research, by the way. Now, THC, great. Marijuana, are you using as a benefit or is it a negative? Now, I'm the type of person that if I'm going to legally, in legal jurisdictions, of course, we only do things legal here. If I'm going to enjoy the benefits of legal marijuana usage, I'm going to do so in a manner that is a benefit to my life. And sometimes that is just relaxing, watching a movie or going out and having a meal, for sure. Just being like anti-stressed. Man, sometimes I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to go for a bike ride. Like, I don't like to do highly complex tasks because there is a disruption in that, but I'm certainly pro leaf. But at the same time, I am not, I'm pro leaf, but I am against procrastination and laziness for sure. Any stretches, movements to reduce winged scapula? I'm not an expert in that area. And it would be hard for me to say without a proper evaluation. So a little tough, but you might want to check out on Instagram, my buddy, Dr. Johnny Amato, Amato. Dr. Amato is amazing. I would say definitely check him out. YOLO, baby. How does a 3x5 at 80% translate to me? Can you be more specific? I ranked 250 liver shots from each side again this morning. I'm attacking. Oh, hell yeah. Bag work. I get that. YOLO, squat 275, bench 255, deadlift 345. Well, there's a problem here because your bench press is damn near what your squat is. Your bench press should be maybe 60% of your squat. What does that mean? If you're a 1,000-pound squatter, you should have a 600-pound bench press. If you can squat 500 pounds, you should be benching around 300 pounds or so. If your bench press is much higher than that, it doesn't mean you're a great bench presser. It means you're a shitty squatter. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying you need to focus more time on the squat. Squat. The bench to deadlift ratio is close enough, but man, you got to spend a lot more time on the squats and on the deads. And I would say, and then just let your bench continue to scale. Coach, Rashad Evans has become fruitarian and now just won his comeback fight. Thoughts? I don't know enough about what Rashad's up to. I do know Rashad. Friendly with Rashad. I don't know what he's up to, so it wouldn't be fair for me to comment on something I really don't have context on. But very happy to see him come back and get that win. Good for him. Find you and DDP have a lot of the same ideas, especially when it comes to nutrition. Well, I appreciate that. And I know Dallas does recommend our nutrition protocols, which I do greatly appreciate. Rashad is eating clean, right on. Is there any way to avoid loose skin when losing weight? Stuff the shirt. Actually, I got to do a stuff the shirt video. Hold on. Stuff the shirt. I will do a stuff the shirt video. What is that? Well, number one, we need to eat high net nutrient foods that are packed with micronutrients and phytochemicals. This is actually how the skin, the elasticity of the skin reclaims itself, right? The higher nutrients are then served to the skin cells so they can continue doing their job at the most efficient level because they're working their ass off to catch up. Your fat cells shrink much faster than the skin's ability to reclaim that space. That's essentially saggy skin. So the higher the quality of foods you eat, the higher the nutrients being delivered to those skin cells, which are trying to recapture the size, right? Think like that. Secondarily, we say stuff the shirt, which is we try to simultaneously build muscle inside that skin sac to press back out. Right? It's like you're going to meet up with your buddy. You live 30 minutes away. They live 30 minutes away. And you say, hey, let's meet halfway. So I'm trying to meet halfway so we can help that skin recapture faster. The real point of what Rashad is doing is he hydrated. He is eating lots of fruits and veggies and that he's not consuming trash. Fair enough. Boom. Did 100 squats while watching this. Not easy, right? Not easy, right? Awesome. Proud of you. Proud of you, Rye. What is the best form to maximize gains, minimize discomfort with bent over rows? Either single arm, barbell, or alternating. All of the above relative to your own ability. I've never seen you train, so I don't know. Some people think they're doing it perfectly and they're total cat back the entire time. Some are way too arch. It's like they're doing a mid-trap exercise. They're not doing a back exercise, low lat exercise. Ideally, I should start doing some workout videos for you guys, huh? I should start doing some tutorials here. Maybe that's what I'll start doing. Will I do that on... Which channel should I do it on? Let me think on that one for you. I should start putting out some exercise breakdowns for you guys. Right, that used to sneak 100 when you and the family are watching a sitcom in the evening. That's what I'm talking about. Cross, hell yeah. I point to your channel all the time when people ask me for guidance. I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone being here. And I do appreciate you referring us, sharing us, and sharing this video through your network, wherever. It's very beneficial and helpful to the channel, but also to people looking for help. Are you a fan of Goggins? Yeah, of course not. Of course I am. Signing off. Amir, be well, my friend. Of course. Thank you for answering my questions all the time. Appreciate the knowledge. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being badged up. It's a good look, baby. Get badged up. Subscribe to the channel. Click that join button. Get that Dolce Diet community badge. There are benefits. How many calories would you say Jiu-Jitsu sparring burns? I've heard anything from 500 to 1,800 an hour now. Probably closer to like 400 to 600 or so. You're going to burn maybe 600 calories on a treadmill, fucking running pretty hard for an hour. So jiu-jitsu, you're not going all out nonstop in jiu-jitsu. You're going for 5, you're off for 5, going and off, going and off, going and off. Even when you're in positions, you're going to pull guard, you're going to sit there for a little bit. You and your training partner are going to BS a little bit. I know every cheat code, by the way. Mike, I'm craving some chocolate. Give me some push-ups. Push-ups, baby, push-ups. Would you say being in a calorie deficit affects studying or working? It does. Can have a benefit. Clears your mind a little bit, but also if all you're thinking about is food is horrible. So you want to have an easy, happy medium between the two. Morning, Dolce. What's the best time to lift for sleep and heart health? I like to exercise with high intensity after 2 meals have been consumed, which is usually between 11 and 3 o'clock for me. I do like to perform fasted cardio first thing in the morning, low intensity activity with no food in my stomach, where I have no circulating insulin. So 2 training sessions per day on average. Tutorials, please. Juji Mufu workouts and listening to their cues is huge. I will check out Juji's channel, actually. I'm familiar with him, but I haven't really watched his breakdowns. So I will do that. Thoughts on training on injuries. I have a friend who constantly trains on injuries in jiu-jitsu and in the gym. He says it fixes the injury. That's not true. The only way to fix an injury is to determine what is causing the injury and fix the root cause, and then stop performing the same activities that are causing the injury, right? Is it a weakened area? If that person's always hurt, there's a reason they're always hurt. So I wouldn't exactly agree with that. 6% body fat too low for what? Is it too low to be on a bodybuilding stage? If you're 6% body fat on a bodybuilding stage, you're going to look fat. If you're 6% body fat on the beach, you're going to look like a bodybuilder that should be on stage. Is it too low to keep year round? Yeah, too low. That is an acute weight loss range, body composition range that shouldn't be maintained all for more than a few days to a few weeks maximum. All right, guys and gals, I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you once again. And I will say, check out the Mike Dolce Knows channel. It is totally free. I just put it in the chat once again. Action-packed with short clips and quick hits of information you want to hear. I mean, tiny, short little videos, 3-minute, 6-minute videos, breakdowns. A lot of your questions are on there. Someone asks a question, I break it down and I put it on there. So it's a great way to dig through all this content and get exactly what you need. Also, thedolcediet.com. Check it out. You want to get in amazing shape following the same diet and exercise programs our world-class athletes have used for over 20 years? Go to thedolcediet.com and get started. Use the Transform promo code, save 20%. Let me do you solid. Simon says, thanks for the answers. It means a lot. Absolutely. It is a pleasure and an honor. My friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for subscribing, for being here, for engaging. Awesome. You guys are amazing. We are here. We are not stopping, baby. And then the Mike Dolce Knows channel, I'm super excited about. I think we're about to hit 500 subscribers. Be one of the first 1,000 subscribers on the Mike Dolce Knows channel. Let's keep building that. We're going to crush that one. Again, guys, gals, thank you for being here. And until next time, boom.